So I had two full-time jobs, not a part-time and a full-time or a part-time and a part-time. It was two full-time jobs, 16 hours every single day. And I was bugging. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if anyone in the comments, you know what I'm saying, if you guys went through this before, like, I don't know how people be juggling multiple jobs, like 3 jobs and stuff like that. Because, like, I was doing 2 jobs full time and it was crazy. Like, I was literally getting no sleep. Like, there's 24 hours in a day. I was working 16 hours every day, and we're supposed to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Like, I was not getting any sleep at all. I was severely sleep deprived, and that was like, this was like one of the craziest things I've done, was like work 2 full-time jobs. Like, and it was a construction job and a customer service job. So the customer service job, like, it was a job that, you know, I was helping people get signed with like the CDL and like the, you know, get their truck driving license and stuff like that. And construction, you know, it's construction, you know, you're out in the cold and stuff like that, you know, physically, it's a physically demanding job. The customer service job was more like mentally, you know, it was more mentally draining, because, you know, you're picking up phone calls every day and stuff like that, watching the computer, and it's like, it actually gets physically draining at the same time. But the reason why I did 2 jobs was because, like, because I'm already getting paid enough from construction, you know, and that's the reason why I started to do construction. Like, because I did IT beforehand, but I started to do construction because the money is good, and you start making money right away, like the money that you're looking forward to make right away, or at least in my experience, you know, because with IT you can make money too, but you got to climb up the ladder and stuff like that. With construction, if you, like, you know someone in the union, they can get you in, you good, you making that breach. So so yeah, I was making that bread, and I didn't need to get a second job. The reason why I got that second job was construction. The thing about construction is that it's seasonal, and you get laid off a lot, because if it gets cold and stuff like look, right now, like, it's snowing and stuff like that. It's like, it's no work out here. So if, like, you, like, you know what I'm saying, you work in construction right now and this weather, like, you will have a couple of days off, a couple of weeks off, a couple of months off, because, like, when it's cold and it's like the weather is bad, you know, you're laid off and you're waiting for more work. You're waiting till the weather clears up, and it's like, that's the part that sucks with construction, that it's not consistent. So that's why I went in and looked for a second job, because I kind of wanted to replace my first job, you know, even if it means that I make less money but I'm more consistent. I'd rather just do that, because I'm not just gonna keep, you know, working and then get laid off, and then I gotta go out, you know, I don't know how long until I start getting another paycheck, and it's like, it sucks. So I literally wasn't working, and then I ended up getting called for my construction job. But before I got called for my construction job, I was applying to a bunch of different jobs. So when I got called in my construction job and I was like, cool, I started working, I got an email from the job that I applied for, and I'm like, oh crap. So I'm just like, you know what, let me, you know, experiment a little bit. Let me see if I could juggle 2 jobs, you know what I mean? Because it's like, the way I'm seeing in my head is like, all right, you know, construction called me, but they probably gonna have me working out here for like a week or 2, you know what I mean? And then they probably gonna lay me off again. So you know what, I might as well get this second job. So if this job fires me or lays me off, whatever, I got my 9 to 5 job, because the construction job was at 8 to 4. And when I say 8 to 4, it was 8 in the morning. I mean, not 8 in the morning, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And then the customer service job was 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So yeah, it was crazy. Like, I was not getting any sleep at all. Like, was not getting no type of sleep. Like, I literally would get like 2-3 hours of sleep. Sometimes I wouldn't even sleep at all. I would just break day, and it's just, you know, I was bugging. And yeah, I'd rather work a morning shift, because I like that schedule better. It's more healthier on the body. It's more natural. You know, the overnight shift is not sustainable. You know what I mean? It's cool for a little while, but then it just sucks. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was one of the things that, yeah, like, I tried to juggle both for like at least 2 weeks, but I just did it for a week. I ended up getting fired from the customer service job, and which is funny, because I was expecting the construction job to lay me off, but the customer service job, they laid me off. They fired me because I ended up calling out, because I was just too tired. Like, I was just too tired at one point. I was severely sleep deprived, and I had to call out so I can get at least some sleep, so I can catch up on some Z's, so then I could go to my construction job. And they ended up you know, firing me from that. I guess, you know, the training, you know, I went through the training. They're like, oh, well, you know, whatever, jobs don't like when you call out so quickly, but I had no choice. Like, I went at least 3 or 4 days without sleeping. Like, the only sleep I was getting was at my construction job. With construction, when you get to the site or where you're working at, usually like you start work like, so if work is at 8, we'll start work at 10, because like they gotta close down the highways and stuff like that and put the cones and stuff like that. It takes time. So you could be in your car just chilling for a little bit. So I would literally sleep in my car, taking these micro naps, these mini naps or whatever. And that's how I was able to survive in the meantime. But yeah, I was getting no sleep other than that. Like, I was severely tired. And yeah, like, I even asked my doctor, I'm like, yo, like, is this healthy? Like, I know it wasn't healthy, but I'm like, yo, am I going to be good, what I'm putting my body through? And he's like, yeah, you're just going to be super tired, but, you also could get into a car accident, falling asleep on the road. So you want to, be careful. And I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, with me, like, I'm always up and alert. I always have that reserve tank of energy. Like, I'm not the type of person that falls asleep on the road. I don't know how other people do it. I don't know how people fall asleep on the road, because I can't do it. Like, even if I'm super tired, like, once I get on the wheel, like, I'm just like, okay, I gotta make it to my destination. Like, I'm not about to fall asleep. I could barely even fall asleep in public. Like, I don't know how people do that as well. Like, how do you fall asleep in public? Like, anywhere you just take a nap. Like, I can't do that. I have to be in my bed. I have to be comfortable. It must be too, because I kind of struggle from insomnia and stuff like that. So, yeah, like, so it wasn't hard for me to stay up. And mind you, my construction job was an hour away. So I would go to my customer service job, do the training, and, whatever, learn everything I learned. I was just like almost falling asleep over there, because I'm just sitting down, staring at the computer all day. And then from there, I got to go home, get ready for my construction job, eat a little bit. You know what I mean? I had like 30 minutes to eat, because my second job was an hour away. And I had to drive an hour away, mad tired. And then after it's done, 8 to 4 in the morning, an hour back to get to the crib. Like, now it's 5 in the morning. It take me like half hour to an hour to fall asleep. Now I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm literally was not sleeping, bro. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know how I did that. I mean, it makes sense that I was only, able to do it for a week, because like any longer than that, then yeah, like I would have, yeah, I'm bugging. Like, my body literally started to shut down. Like, I got home like on the 4th day of doing that. And like my chest was tight, like my legs was buckling, like my nervous system started to break down, like my body started to shut down. I'm like, yo, what is going on? I thought I need to go to the hospital. And it was like, it's because I was not sleeping. As soon as I got that 8 to 9 hours, I got like not even 8 hours, I got like 10 hours of sleep. I kind of, came back to life. I was like, okay, cool, like. And then I'm just like, yo, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm kind of glad that the other job kind of laid me off, because I'm just like, yo, like, your health is supposed to come first. Like, health is more important than trying to get this breach. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have all this money, but your health ain't there. And it's like, what's the point? So it's like, I don't know why I did that. Well, I do know why. I thought that my construction job was gonna lay me off, and then I was going to just stick to the one job. So the plan was to just have the one job. So I kind of was juggling 2 jobs, because I was waiting to get fired from one job. And it's like, the job that I was waiting to get fired from, which is construction, I was working for a couple of months. They had to actually work. They didn't lay me off. So I'm just like, I didn't even need to do this shit. I did this shit for no reason. Like, it was a cool little experiment, though, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm young. I was able to do it, but and I did that. Them checks. I ain't gonna lie. Like, them checks made me want to try to do it again. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm like, nah, like, cause I got a check from one job and then a check from the other job, and then put them both together. I was like, wow, like, that check was looking beautiful. Shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, I should have thugged it out for another week, but nah, that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, anybody that went through the same like similar experience of having 2 full-time jobs, let me know in the comments, because like, I don't know how that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that people that have multiple jobs like usually have different schedules, but it's like, it makes sense. Like, because with me, I do acting and stuff like that, so that's like, that's like a side job, a side hustle until it kicks up to, until my side job, my side hustle starts paying the bills. Once acting starts paying the bills, like, I'm not doing no 9 to 5. Like, I'm gonna just be a full-time actor. But for now, I usually work and then I do acting. But that makes more sense, because it's like, I'll do an 8-hour shift and then do, go to rehearsal or whatever I gotta do after, with my acting. And it'll be like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm able to go home and then, eat and then go to sleep. But it's like, these both jobs that I had was 8 hours, 8 hours. Shit was crazy. Like it was, and sometimes the other job would be like 9 hours because there'll be overtime. So like I was literally bugging. So like yeah, I'm not ever doing that again. But if you ever had that same experience or you're currently going through that right now, type down in the comments below. Let me know what you do. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm literally curious. I'm literally curious. I wanna, because most people that I've seen that have two jobs, like it's a part time or full time or two part times. Like I have yet to see like somebody talk about having two full time jobs. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But shit, if you sustain it longer than me, which is a week, kudos to you. Like salute to you. Like shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Comment down below, like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna catch you on the next video.